Let me adjust my mic. Hello, and welcome to a special Monday edition of Tipsy Gossip Podcast, along with a special edition of Mixed Up Thoughts Show. We are live on Monday night because we didn't talk about this last episode. We figured we might as well jump on Monday, add some extra shows to it. You can't hear me? Kisha, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Marcy's having issues. Oh, sure. We'll get her back on. So before we get started, if you're watching this, whatever platform you're watching in, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, let you know where you're watching from. You're watching this on Twitter. Pound that screen, tap that screen, and make those hearts pump. We need it on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, pound that screen, make those hearts pump. How are you doing, Kinshock?
Oh, I'm okay. It's Monday.
I like Mondays. It's a new start, refresh, come out on fire.
No, I barely slept at all last night, and then I had to get up first thing this morning and go get my teeth cleaned, and then it was like come back and go to work, and I was like, oh.
So you got your teeth cleaned and still went to work today? You're a good worker.
I work from home. I was coming home.
I mean, but most times people get, go to the dentist and just be like, you know what, I'm done for the rest of the day. Yeah, we can't hear you, Marcy. You might have to go to your laptop. Well, I myself will spend the weekend in Milwaukee. Went to the Wisconsin Fest with T-Pain and saw Lil Jon perform, saw Juvenile, saw Grizz Calico, saw OT Genesis. Great show. It's one of the best shows I've seen in a while. It was definitely needed to get out the house and go see a good show and some live music. And T-Pain tore it down. You rarely see somebody up there just by themselves, just him and his DJ, and they were tearing it down. T-Pain has a lot of hits.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
Not only does he have a lot of hits, but he has a lot of songs that he's written for other people. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fresh, his shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was good to, get out there and, and he told how in 2019, he had, he's signed with a record label and he had his management and everything. And he tried to go on tour and nobody bought tickets. So he had to cancel his whole tour. That's probably around the same time Usher said that stuff to him and had him all depressed. Imagine, you're going through that, you're going through depression, you want to go on tour and do a good show, and nobody buys your tickets. So now you really depressed, like, damn, that's just building up, because, that was the time Jay-Z had DOA, Death of Auto-Tune. So that was, it was like the world was just shitting on T-Pain, and like, for him to come from that to where he is now, and he's bought, he's doing his thing, and he said the whole tour was sold out. I mean, it was packed in there. It was packed.
Well, at least he didn't give up.
And he said he thanked his wife because he thought about giving up many times, but his wife stayed on. Like, nah, baby, do this. That's where you have a good woman in your corner, and you get a comment, say anything. How you doing, Marcy? You good now?
It finally is working on here.
Okay, good.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
How was your weekend, Marcy?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. That's good to hear.
No complaints. Just went in the pool.
I'm jealous. Yeah, we just had a thunderstorm here where they had their tornado touchdown.
Yeah, we had a couple of those too, so that sucked.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah, I thought some trees was gonna come down around here. They was swaying pretty hard.
Oh, they came down everywhere else. So there's a lot of trees down in the area right now. So, do you want to jump into the current topic of today's show?
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson, NFL quarterback, played at Clemson University. He's one of the top quarterbacks. He's one of, I would say, top 15 or top 10 quarterbacks in the league. He wins, he gets it done. And so this whole thing started, I would say, a couple years ago. Deshaun Watson requested a trade. He wanted to get off to Houston, Texas, because their ownership is pretty racist. I'm just going to put it out. Allegedly racist. So he wanted to get out that situation. As soon as that happened, it started being released that Deshaun was sexually harassing massage therapists and masseuses and trying to get, happy endings and trying to get his booty hole played with by massage therapists. And, this all came out, started with 15 women coming out against him by a lawyer who lives by the owner's house. The owner's neighbor was a lawyer who started this lawsuit, which is kind of sketchy.
Wow.
At first, everybody's defending him, but more and more stuff started coming out. I was like, yo, he's a nasty man. What have you heard about it, Marcy? What were your thoughts when you first? Because we talked about this a few times,
Yeah, just that he was hitting up, they said randoms, not like escorts, just actually random people on, that's what I heard online. And that was probably part of the problem, if you ask me, because when you hit up an escort, they don't say anything because that's their job. Why are they gonna? You're not supposed to anyway. I mean, I've heard how Jenna Shea runs her mouth, but nobody wants, why would anybody ever want to be with her when you do that?
Is she still popular? Because for a time, she was like one of the top Instagram models there was.
Yeah, I don't know. I never see or hear anything about her anymore. So
she talked too much and ruined it for her. Ruined her own money.
Allegedly, she was an escort, but I don't know.
Yeah, allegedly she was seeing Lil Wayne. Allegedly she was seeing. It was crazy because she would talk and you go her. She was on Twitter. I seen her on Twitter. And her follow list was like NFL player, NFL player, NFL player. I was like, oh, okay. Do you?
Yep. Yep. She runs her mouth though. That's allegedly. But I've seen her on Twitter a couple years ago. She'll give people up. But usually, for the most part, they don't do that. Escorts don't do that. But I heard he was hitting up random people. So I thought to myself, well, that's your first problem right there. You're hitting up people that have no reason to keep anything you say or do secret.
And yeah, and that was his main problem, is that he was, instead of going to where what's going on, he was hitting up Instagram models and regular masseuses. And they gave some crazy number, in I think it was in a year, he had 66 different massage therapists, and
Yep. Yep. It says that Watson's conduct was enabled, knowingly or not, by the team he played for at the time, the Houston Texans, which provided the venue Watson used for some of the appointments. A team representative also furnished him with non-disclosure agreements after a woman who is now suing him threatened online to expose his behavior.
I mean, so they alleged, one masseuse said that when she came to come see him, allegedly, he was on the table naked in what's it called, the baby something pose where his legs was up and he was holding his feet.
Really?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
So, and I feel bad for massage therapists who had to go through that. You know what I'm saying? Because they try to make an honest living. They thinking, yo, I'm finna go do an NFL quarterback. This could be my, I'm finna give it this NFL team and do to have the team. That's gonna be, this could be my big break. This is my big break.
Yeah.
And it's Deshaun Watson. He's in there butt naked talking about, playing my booty hole. That's terrible. That's terrible. I mean, Ken Shark. I mean, I know you're not too familiar with it, but I mean, that's the worst. I mean.
Yeah, that is something else.
And I'm sure there is no course in their training that prepares them to deal with that situation. I don't know what kind of psychology class they have to take, but there should be something.
Yeah.
how
to deal with a kooky client or something.
Well, I'm pretty sure they just know just to stop it. Like, look, we're not going to do this. If you want a massage, we can do a massage. If you want something extra, I'm going to leave right now because that's not what I do.
I knew a girl that gave massages, and she said that happened quite frequently, that guys would ask, and she would, we're done now. And she said she'd just walk out of the room, let them get dressed, and leave.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what you have to do because I'm pretty sure men are pigs. Let's be honest, and you think you just going to get I have a few friends who are massage therapists, and it's like they tell people off bat, like, don't come with that happy ending bullshit. Don't come in there, trying to get butt naked. No, this is a professional massage. This is not none of that nonsense. There are places for that you can go to. We all know about them. I'm surprised they're still open. There are places you can go.
I heard there's a way to get it done. The guy across the street told me he gets one a week. Every week he goes to a Korean place or Chinese, whatever they are. I don't know. Allegedly. And he said, right. And he said that if you say something about it, they'll kick you out. You can't say anything. There's a code. He said when you're done, the girl will tap you on the shoulder. And if you want that, you turn over. If you don't, you won't know what the hell the tap is for. But he said that's how they do it. He goes, so when they tap you on the shoulder when you're done, she was like, tell your husband if he wants to go get one. I was like, okay, thanks. I'll share the news.
See,
that's how you do it.
That's something I can never do. What's up, 215 Master K? The whole thing is, it is very insane. I'm too paranoid. And if you know anything about me, if it's gonna be like I'm always like, when doctors say 1% of someone have a bad reaction to this, I'm always that 1%. So I know if I go for something like that, I'm paranoid. Like the one time I actually might walk into that place is when it's gonna be some, either the cops are gonna raid it,
right,
or it's gonna be some expose by some news channel. Like this is the place where you can go get,
secret, and they film you walking out.
Yeah, they film me walking out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm on TV, like walking out, like, oh, they put a camera face. What were you just doing in there? I that's never. I could never do that ever.
Yes, I have a Christmas tree up. For those that are going to say something, we decided to leave it up all year. So anyways, that's covered.
Thank you, because I thought I was seeing things. I was like, okay, does everybody else see that Christmas tree, or is it just like, me?
We're not going to take it down. We like the lights every night up. So I said, fuck it. We'll leave it up all year long.
And also, you said the team enabled him.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think this would have came out if he didn't request his trade? That's what I always wondered. Like, if he hadn't requested that trade, would they be trying to expose him?
Yeah. How would that information get out? Now that I think about it, that knowingly or not, they helped him. Kind of makes them look a little bit bad. It
makes them look a lot bad. The fact that they, but they figured they're still going to keep their team. And
but maybe the way they did that is they didn't actually expose him. They just stopped paying the people to keep quiet. Because if they just stop paying the people to keep quiet, that the threat is going to be, if you don't pay me, I'm going to tell. I'm not paying you. They go tell. That's what they wanted all along, was for somebody to tell. So maybe the money just dried up and it was like, well, here we go.
And I wonder why no other NFL player pulled him aside. I was like, yo, I see you getting all these massages from Miss Seuss's. What are you on? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can easily go through my route that I use. Here's this number. Call this person there, Yep. Because I'm pretty sure he talked about it. I think we'll get another massage. Got a new massage girl coming, and there's somebody had to say something. People knew this man was on.
Since the first wave of suits were filed against Watson last year, the main allegations against him have become familiar. Women complain that Watson turned massages sexual without their consent, including purposely touching them with his penis and coercing sexual acts. I had someone do that to me, remember? And I couldn't believe it. And I said to him, you're going to have a lot of problems because you're going to get a girl who wants her 15 minutes of fame. And she's going to hit up People Magazine or In Touch Weekly or whatever they are and say that what you did. And so I was thinking about him like a year later, and I thought, I wonder if he's got any rape allegations against him. And I looked him up, and there were 2. And I thought, told you, you're too free with that penis, trying to whip it out in front of everybody.
Did you know the insane part is? Whenever I'm on Twitter, every once in a while you'll see one of his videos come up, or hear one of his songs. I'll be wanting to tag you, like, look, Marcy, look who it is. And it's like, yo, it's crazy because, it's crazy because you see these guys and like, yo, you need to relax.
And so many of them don't use condoms. So many of them just don't use protection at all. It's absolutely, and you ask them, why do you not want to do that? Oh, because I don't like it. And you're just like, well, yeah, got to use protection.
I mean, who honestly,
well, if you've ever escorted, you would say that.
Well, I'm never escorted. I've been used like an escort, but never escorted.
Right.
Hey, she. Okay, stay on track. The thing about it's a crazy situation because he was enabled. The team knew what was going on. I mean, they didn't know it to what extent, but they had the idea like, Deshaun, this is your 5th different massage therapist this month. What are you doing? You're risking. They had been like talking like you're risking not only yourself but this team.
Is he married?
No, I doubt it.
Oh, okay.
You're risking this team. You're putting yourself in a bad situation. You're a sexual. He's a sexual deviant. Let's just put it. If these alleged charges are true, he's a sexual deviant because.
Yeah, it says the 66 women are 24 who have sued him, including 2 who filed suits within the last week. In the most recent suit, the woman said Watson masturbated during the massage. A woman who sued but then withdrew the complaint because of privacy and security concerns. 2 women who filed criminal complaints against Watson but did not sue him. At least 15 therapists who issued statements of support for Watson at the request of his lawyers and gave him massages during that period. At least 4 therapists from Genuine Touch, the massage therapy group contracted with the Texans. 5 women identified by the plaintiff's lawyers during the investigation for their civil suits. Jeez. At least 15 other women whose appointments with Watson were confirmed through interviews and records received by the Times. A deeper look at civil suits, including a review of private messages entered as evidence, showed the lengthy efforts by Watson to book massages and the methods he used to assure women that he could be trusted. Wow.
I'm going to show you a quick video from his rookie year. I've shown this before on the show. But when this happened, they should have known that we need to do something about this guy. That's Mia Khalifa.
That's right.
Like, what are you doing, bruh?
Yep.
She's in a maid outfit. She's in a maid outfit with an apron.
I remember seeing that now. That's funny.
The team should have pulled him aside by, okay, look.
Right? Clean it up.
What are you doing? This should not be on social media. We understand, you like to play around and, because I'm pretty sure they knew that, like, when an NFL team wants to draft you, they do extensive research about what you did at college, what was going on at your college. Sometimes they find stuff, sometimes they don't. But I'm pretty sure they could have found out that this man was a sexual deviant.
I didn't know they research you like that. I just thought they like how you play. That's it.
Oh yeah.
No, they're gonna make you an instant millionaire. So they got to make sure that you don't have.
True.
But like I said, sometimes they find stuff, sometimes they don't. A lot of stuff is hidden. Like for instance, Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stuff was pushed under. It depends on the college.
But also think about it like those like cult religions. They gather intel on you once they let you in. They gather intel on you. So if you ever try to leave, they can use that against you.
Yeah.
I don't know if I need to say allegedly here because I might disappear.
That is Kinshock talking. Kinshock at Kinshock29 on Twitter. Okay, go ahead. Keep
I didn't
talking.
say any specific group though. But there are religious cults or groups or organizations, whatever you want to call them, that do that. And it seems like in this case, maybe they didn't know up front what they were getting, but they figured it out and they just collected the intel. And then when he said he wanted to leave, they was like, open the floodgates, let it go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they protected him from a lot of different. I'm pretty sure a lot of women went to the team and was like, look, he was butt naked for a massage.
I'm sure the one that he was in the baby position or whatever, she called somebody. She called somebody because I would have run from the room screaming, looking for a cop.
Allegedly, he's a nasty man, sexual deviant. It's crazy. It's crazy because for the average man who wants this type of action, it's hard because they can't afford it and they probably act out in different ways. But he's a millionaire. He could have got an escort to come by and pretend to be a massage therapist and role play with any type of sick game he wanted.
Yep.
Or just have an escort come play with his booty. I mean, just do that. I mean, you're traumatizing innocent working people, working women who just want to be a massage, who want to give massages and help out athletes. That's the thing that pissed me off about is like you putting these women in this position where they just come to do a job, and help you out because you're a football player who needs massage to get through the season. And you sitting here with your dick out, with your legs in the air. Stop it,
but
man.
That might be part of the thrill of it for him. Will she, won't she? Will she, won't she? And they are all women, right?
Yeah.
We don't know of any males that he contacted, right?
I'm pretty sure if he had, it would have came out by now. I'm pretty sure it would have came out.
I always wonder why they don't get an escort. Like, it just... They keep their
because they can't pay massage therapist prices for an escort.
But you put yourself at big risk. I mean, it's worth the risk. It's worth the risk reward to just get an escort.
Yep.
And even if let's say when he's contacts Instagram models, just be upfront. Like, look, I want a massage.
Yeah.
Are you cool with giving me a massage? You know what I'm saying? If you're not, I understand. I won't disrespect you, but I want a massage.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the last person. An Instagram model, because they all about just clout. 15 minutes, not even 5 minutes, 5 seconds of fame. They're all about that. So you putting yourself out there, dangerous. Shock.
And he could just contact like some of the people in that, fetish area. Might not even have to pay them.
And and I seen somebody tweet like, I wonder if he was doing this in college.
He did the same shit Kraft did. Kraft did something stupid.
Oh, he got caught up in he's in Florida. He's got caught up at I hate to say it, rub and tug massage parlor.
Yeah.
They got him on video.
Hired an escort too.
He probably thought he was though. He probably thought he was being safe. He was in Florida. His team is New England. He's in Florida.
It's easy to look for an escort. You go on Arrows. I don't know if I can say it, but anyway, you go on a certain website and it's not hard. You just.
But I think Kraft have been going there for years and knew somebody who owned the establishment.
Oh, okay.
So he really thought he was being safe.
That makes sense.
And he didn't know that it was going to get raided.
Yeah, that makes sense then.
So, but I mean, there's all kinds of outlets other than harassing, like Roz said, just working people.
Yeah.
Just regular working people, not people that's working in that
and people that didn't show any interest whatsoever in what you got going on. They're not, like you said, regular working people.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Some football players is hard to believe. they can't believe that some women don't care that they play football. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. Like, what? You know who I am? There are women that are like, I don't care about football, and it's like, it's heartbreaking to them.
That would be me. That would be me. You could walk. I could be standing right. And Roz knows this. I could be standing right next to you, and you could be famous, and I right over my head.
Yep.
Yeah, because I told you the guy was a celebrity, and you still didn't believe me.
I sure didn't until I saw the security people. I was like, "Oh, you wasn't lying."
You know, Jay and Silent Bob, Marcy.
Who?
Jay and Silent Bob.
No.
Okay. Well, for those who are listening, it was Jay from Jay and Silent Bob was at a comic book convention, standing like 3 feet away from us, and I looked, and I knew right away who it was. I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Look, there's Jay from Jay and Silent Bob."
I've never heard of him.
Jason Mewes. That's his real name, Jason Mewes.
No kidding.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Why would he be out? I'm like, that's Jason Mewes for real. Look at him. Just look at him. He has a distinguished look. It's him.
The one that's
and I didn't believe
silent. Was he talking?
He wasn't there.
No, Jay is the talkative one.
Oh, okay.
Let me find a picture.
And I didn't believe it. I was like, whatever. He wouldn't be out on the floor, blah, blah, blah. Although Lou Ferrigno was standing like maybe 5 feet away from there.
But he was behind his table. So
Yeah,
like,
he was behind his table.
I'm trying to find a picture.
I'm still mad about that. I'm still mad about that whole convention.
What part? Oh, no,
the part where I went to get autographs and every one of them asked me if I spelled my name correctly. I think I've been writing it for a while. Yeah, I kind of know how to spell it.
It's Jason Mewes.
Oh.
Very distinguished look. Long hair. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, not that distinguished, but if you know he's going to be there, you see somebody look like that, it's him.
If you know, you know. If you know Jay and Silent, and I should have known that was him. But I didn't believe him until I saw the guys with the little curly, earpieces. And I was like, oh, that is really him. Whoops, my bad.
His girl is cute. Hold on 1 second. Oh, wait. Oh,
wife for his daughter.
Why did I say his daughter?
You said his girl.
I take that back. I blew up the picture. It doesn't look as good as it did when it's little. Never mind.
Wow, that's cold.
So it's just a little square. You know, you pull. Oh, okay. I mean, she's not ugly, but I'm just saying she wasn't as.
No, because I watch his Twitch streams, and he usually has his daughter like come running in or something.
Back to Deshaun Watson. Wasn't he cleared of charges or something like that? Hold on, wait.
What? Aren't they going on still?
Oh yeah, it's probably still going on.
Oh my gosh, that'd be something else. That'd be like a Bill Cosby story. Wow. Seems like everybody's telling on men now lately. Poor things.
It's
telling all along.
Maybe.
It's hard. I'm not saying, okay, let me clarify. I'm not talking about me, but in this day and age where everybody wants their 5 minutes of fame, they don't even want the 15, they want the 5. And they know that if you expose somebody on your TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, you're going to get that instant, instant fame. It backfires a lot of times because somebody tried to expose, I forget what boxer it was. He tried to expose him on Twitter. Look at him, he in my bed now. Look at him, he talk all big. And he's like, yeah, I fucked, so what? And then she had nothing. Had nothing. And you try to expose these guys, and it's like, if you own it, if it's not nothing illegal, if you own it, they can't, it means nothing. You might as well.
But on the other end of that, they almost destroyed Aziz Ansari, and he didn't even do anything. The only problem, he didn't do anything. She just didn't have fun. She didn't enjoy the experience and didn't know how to say, I'm not having fun, I'm gonna leave. And she almost destroyed his career.
Didn't she give him head or something?
I
allegedly.
don't remember, but I remember her saying that he made me feel uncomfortable. But he didn't force himself on you at any point. You said it was consensual. You just didn't like it.
It was a bad date. And she told the details. Everybody's like, this just sounds like a bad date.
Right. And he almost took him down. Almost.
Who
He's
was
still
it?
around. Aziz Ansari.
Who's that?
I'll put a picture.
Is he a athlete?
Oh, he's an
No,
actor.
he's a comedian.
Oh, okay.
Well, a comedian / actor, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was like at the height of the Me Too movement, where everybody's exposing actors and everything, and like she came out and told about this bad date, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's his turn. He up next." And like once everybody read the story, it's like, you had a bad date,
Right?
It didn't go
Who
the way you
cares?
expected. Yeah, she really tried to end this man's career. And I'm pretty sure he hasn't done much since. Because I'm pretty sure he's shell shocked. You know, if you ever had somebody accuse you of something you didn't really do, that hurts. It takes a long time to recover from that.
Have you heard anything from him like recently, like that he's doing anything?
I don't think so. Let me look at the news.
Wow. Yeah, because I see that they do try to lay low. Like some big drama can happen, and like Kanye something will happen, and then you'll notice he just doesn't get on Twitter at all, and he just tries to lay low to let it die down.
But he's not Kanye. He's not, these big name stars. He was making his way up. Let's put it that way. What he was in, he was good in. And he did stand-up tours and things like that, but he wasn't as established as some of these other people who has been accused. So he probably went underground and is probably going to stay there for a while because he doesn't even understand what he did wrong, because it, like Rod said, it was just a bad date.
Yep.
Hey, if you watch it, make sure you give us a comment. Let us know what you think, any questions you might have or anything of that nature. Make sure you give a thumbs up to where you're watching it. If you watch it on Twitter, make sure you tap that that screen and all that good stuff. Yeah, Aziz, because that was at the height of the Me Too movement, when everybody was getting exposed, and
it was just like a year and a half of bullshit coming out. I remember that. And I remember thinking, when is this wave gonna start to die down of like these women coming out? Oh yeah, that happened to me. Oh yeah, this guy did this.
A lot of it was like people. Okay, what I learned during the pandemic is like a lot of these celebrities are pretty lame. We like to look at them like they're big celebrities. They probably got big, a lot of confidence. They really don't. They're really lame. And so a lot of them are just like everyday people, though. They don't know how to talk to the opposite sex. They don't know how to ask for a date. They just think because I'm who I am, I can just do what I want. Like, what's that comedian's name? Well, he would be on the phone with like women and like, do you mind if I jerk off while we talk?
Louis
And he did that to a bunch of, Yes, thank you. Yeah. And he did that to a bunch of women. Like, do you mind if I jerk off? And like, if you watch his stand up and his show that he had, you can see him doing that because that's the type of vibe he gives off. Very awkward, don't know what to do, and just think, I'm just going to jerk off.
What's he look like?
Okay. 1 second.
I've never even heard his name, so I can't imagine who it is. But has he worked since then?
Yeah, he's finally making a comeback.
Yeah, he's coming back now. I think he's on tour right now.
What I'm wondering is, when is Jeffrey Toobin going to come back?
Who's that?
That's the guy who got caught masturbating during a Zoom meeting.
Yes, and he was a big time dude on CNN, I think it was. And I don't know if he's an economist. I think he is. And they said, we need him. He needs to come back.
What he is a pervert. Stop that. Ugh. It's a Zoom call. Nobody wants to be on that in the first place.
Yeah.
Well, did he think he was disconnected before he started, or he just was like,
forgot to hit mute?
He forgot to turn his camera off, from what I heard.
Yeah, because I think they did actually see him too. They didn't just hear him.
Could you imagine? Hello, turn your camera off.
That's happened a lot. There was a lot of clips where guys were like thinking their cameras. I seen one clip where the guy was like hosting a meeting. He's like, "All right, you guys, thank you. I'm gonna head out now. Have a good one." And he like pressed something, but he didn't press the right button. And you see him like get up. He walks to the bathroom. He grabs a towel. You know what I'm saying? Like he prepping like y'all finna. Guys get a little. Ritual where they finna beat off. He like got his towel ready. He like grabbed some lotion. He like took off his shirt, and he's like, and the people in the Zoom was like, "No, stop! Hey, you can't! Hey, wait, stop!" So it happens. I mean, I would never happen to me because I don't turn my camera on.
But isn't there a way for the person's meeting that you entered to shut it off?
If he was the host of the meeting, he would be the one that would have to shut it off.
Holy cow.
Yeah, but that happened a lot, during the pandemic because everybody's doing Zoom meetings and a lot of mishaps happen.
You'd hear about that, or someone who decides to discipline their child and go too far on Zoom meetings, Zoom calls, and didn't realize they were being filmed or didn't realize they were on camera.
Or the poor kids in school when their parents come be up behind them in they robe or they, and they half dressed. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit.
Yeah.
That happened a lot. It was crazy times.
Your teacher probably started grading you easier. If this is what she has to deal with at home, I'm just going to give her a B.
Yeah, really.
So, another thing about Deshaun Watson. Okay.
Yeah.
Diddy posted this picture of himself getting a massage, right? This is recent. Diddy getting a massage, right? On was that Instagram? And look at the comment Deshaun Watson left. He gave the eyes. Like, dog, you haven't learned nothing.
And what picture was it for?
It was for this picture of Diddy getting a massage with two massage therapists.
Oh.
Diddy's getting a legit massage.
A legit, yeah.
A legit
He's outside.
Massage.
It's for real, yeah.
And Deshaun Watson giving the eyes like, yo, I need some of that. No, you don't.
Wow.
No, you don't. You go sit down. You go. You need to go to a meeting. You need to discuss what you're going through right now. You need help.
Who's he playing for now? Anyone?
He plays for the Cleveland Browns. You're so immature. You're very immature. You're very immature. You're very immature. Very, very immature. Look, you're still laughing. You're still so immature. Grow up. Grow up.
I'm trying very hard, but it's very hard not to laugh at that.
Yeah, considering what he was asking for, he's not playing for the Cleveland Browns. That's hysterical. That is fucking hysterical. That man won that booty hole action, allegedly, and now he's playing for the Browns. It's hysterical. Yes.
He's telling me that Deshaun Watson's pay's been guaranteed $250.
Oh yes.
Why?
That contract is serious.
It's like they don't do guarantees in football though.
They started to do it more now. Kirk Cousins was the first one to get one 100% guaranteed contract, and now Deshaun Watson got one.
Yeah. Kirk Cousins has made more money than almost any other quarterback on the franchise tag.
Yep. Deshaun Watson signed a 5-year, $230 million contract with the Browns, fully guaranteed.
Whether you play it or not.
So when he gets suspended this year, he's going to get his pay because he's going to get suspended. It's coming.
Wow. Suspended for this BS or
yeah, for this BS, yeah.
And so they decided to pay him anyway. That's interesting.
The NFL.
He must be fantastic as a player then.
He is. If you're talented enough, they'll let you get away with stuff. Kinshock is still laughing at the Browns. Stop it. that's the thing. It depends on how talented you are, how much you can get away with. And that's
see.
just life in general. Like,
Yep.
I'm really trying to stop laughing, but I don't know anything about football. So all that's playing in my head is what you said to me, is that he's playing for the.
I mean, do they change grades in college for these guys? Or is that not true? Because I've heard that, but I've heard there's teachers that don't want to do that.
They
Okay.
put him on a curve.
What's that?
Okay. Let's break this down. There are some colleges,
Allegedly.
when they have star athletes, they have special classes for them to go to where they pretty much just go in the class and sit down and get an A.
No.
They have classes. They have classes where you don't even have to go to and you get your A.
Wow.
So,
Well, then I heard that there was a player that didn't make the team because of his grades. How does that work then?
that means he wasn't good enough to get the pass.
Oh,
So,
wow. Or didn't show up or something.
And his abilities slipped.
No shit.
Okay,
Like he
let me tell
didn't
you-
perform like he did in high school when he got to college. He didn't improve. So they put him in the regular classes and
Yeah.
Okay, so where we are in Madison, Wisconsin, and the major college here is the UW Badgers. There's been a lot of top athletes to come to this school, and a lot of different rumors about what they did and didn't do in classes. I'm not going to name names, but there was I don't even want to say it because he's a good guy now, but a lot of stuff slips through the cracks that was going on. There've been stories of guys who never went to class, who just sat in a dorm all day and just had people do their homework and graduate. There was guys who had full-on drinking problems, but still made it through and got drafted. And yeah, so you hear stuff. They have special rules for the athletes. They have, the UW campus has its own police. So they get in trouble, but you'll never hear about it. You'll never hear about it.
Oh my God.
They have their
Do
own
you put them in a jail?
They don't put them in jail.
Like
They
in
have-
a jail on the campus that they made?
There's a full
there's
police
a
force
police
on campus.
station.
There's a police station on
Holy
campus.
shit.
It's the UW police.
Wow.
So, but they have special numbers that they say if it's a badger getting into trouble. So
Gosh.
if you had a scanner, you'll probably hear like numbers, this, but you don't know what's going on. But yeah, there's special stuff they have for badgers getting in trouble. And they go get them out of there and take them back to their dorm room and say, you sit your ass down. You don't embarrass the camp. Don't embarrass the campus.
I didn't know there was so much protection going on.
Oh yeah, most like Ivy League universities, anybody that's what they call a legacy student, which means that their father or grandfather or whatever went there and they donated a wing or a library or something, their campus police will kind of
God.
make special reports for them too. But it's not for things like drinking or anything like that. It's more for like sexual assault or fighting.
They'll just ask the woman to look the other way, right?
No, they'll just take the report and it'll just
Wow.
Yeah, they got the report. Here's the report. Whoa, where'd it go? Where'd it go? And especially because these athletes bring in so much money. If you have a top quarterback on your team, he brings in millions of dollars to the team because of TV revenue and jersey sales and T-shirts and ticket sales. They're not going to let him get in trouble because he got a D in a class. No,
but
we
they're
can't
not
have
gonna
that.
pay him either. They're not gonna give him any of that cash. But yeah, don't look at me like that. I was getting to it. They do get other perks, but they don't get any of the cash that they bring in.
No, clarify. They don't get the cash they should get. They might get. This is allegedly now.
I agree.
They-
I agree with you.
this
They
is-
should get it, but
They don't get the money they should get, but allegedly they do get. I'm not talking about the UW because I'm in Madison. I don't know nobody come from me. I'm saying allegedly at major colleges, like they get that envelope with the cash in it, and that's
no,
go-
they get
good
things
job.
like cars and
But I heard if you're in college,
endorsements.
it is something you can't afford, you're not allowed to go, even to a dinner. If you couldn't afford it, your boss Not your boss. Your coach can't even pay for your dinner. That's what I heard.
A lot happens on the campus that nobody knows about.
Good Lord. And you can't
Or
get a pair of
talks about.
shoes. You can't get anything given to you. Shoes, clothes.
Okay. Have you noticed when you watch college football, these kids have more tattoos than like the average man?
Yeah.
Did you? I'm not gonna say what campus, but there's a a big rumor about a certain teams that wins a number of national championships. All their players get Hellcats cars for, when they sign on.
Oh God, my son
Gosh.
wants one of those, and I looked it up. I was like, dude, are you out of your freaking mind?
Yeah, there's somebody that was saying on TikTok that the neighbors were complaining about the guy's Hellcat because every time he starts it up, it's so loud they can't even stand it in the neighborhood.
Why did I search the school in Hellcats and it popped up right away?
Really? No way.
Hey, okay, I'm gonna show you this picture of the football players' parking lot. Oh wait, that's too small.
No
But
logos in it,
If
right?
it's illegal,
Right, I'm
how
trying
can
to-
they get away with it?
Huh?
So that's illegal, though.
It's illegal, but you got to prove it.
Right.
That's the thing. You got to prove it, and you got to be able. You just can't make an accusation. You got to prove this. It's not what you know; it's what you can prove. Like Denzel said in Training Day.
True.
Okay, I'm just gonna pull this picture. These are all college. These are all college players in their cars.
I thought they weren't supposed to have cars like that. That they
If
weren't
you're-
supposed to.
If you're a fan of college football, you know what team and know who these players are. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm so confused now. I'm so confused because I thought these schools went by strict rules. That I really
Oh,
did.
sorry.
I did. I thought that if they get down to where the coach can't even pay for a meal for a student athlete.
They have strict rules written down.
Yeah.
That's what it says in the
Lord.
rule book.
So I thought they really didn't do it at all and didn't fuck around with that.
They've been cheating since the beginning of time. So, I mean, don't let them fool you.
Man.
Because how do you get someone, let's say Ken Shock, well, let's say one of us have another kid. That's not going to happen. He's a top athlete. We live in, do you think it'd be weird if your son living in Florida all of a sudden decides he wants to go to Washington for school? Does that sound weird? Like, how does that happen? How do you get a kid from Wisconsin to go to
Texas.
No, Texas is kind of different. I would go to Texas. I'll go to Texas for free. But you
Yeah,
got a
but
kid.
You a special kind of person because you would go to Florida for free too.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be that hot.
No, but you see these kids. I mean, just look at the college roster. And you see like, how did this? No, or even better. Like, how do you get a kid from Miami to come to Wisconsin? How do you get a kid from Florida to come to Iowa?
You got to entice them.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Exactly. You got to tell them, if you come here and you play for us, you're going to get blase, skippy, woo, woo.
Proof is in the pudding.
Damn. So
And
the
they can
schools in on
provide
it?
these things because they're going to draw in millions of dollars from you being on their team.
So
They're
the
going to
schools
collect
in on it?
millions.
What you say?
The
Yeah.
school's in on it, but yet the school says you can't do it.
The school is like, I don't know what's going on over there. I don't see what's going on over there.
No,
I have
that's
idea.
the governing body that says that.
Yeah.
The governing body writes the rules. The schools do the crap, but the governing body says, "Oh, I don't see nothing. I don't know what you're talking about."
I hate to say this, but I'm really shocked because I really thought they really stood by that, and they didn't. These kids didn't get shit until they played in the NFL.
So I guess you don't understand that they are suing the governing body to say that we should get paid because they're making millions of dollars off of us.
Yeah, I heard that they can get paid for their likeness or something now.
Yeah, NIL deals, name,
Yeah.
image and likeness deals now.
Hmm.
And now these kids are starting to get legally millions of dollars, but they're starting to get a portion of what they should have been getting all this time because
Right.
Zion Williamson went to Duke and made Duke about damn near close to $100 million just from him being there, from just having the impact on the team, ticket sales, jersey sales, shoe sales, everything.
Damn.
And
But think about what the enticements do. You're taking teenage people. They're teenagers, 18, 19. And you're giving them high-powered cars. You're surrounding them with girls. You're letting them get alcohol. That's a dangerous situation because they don't know how to handle those situations.
Yep.
So they just, take off running.
Watch the movie He Got Game. It's pretty accurate on the recruiting process because you go revisit college on your own. They put you one of the older players on the team, and they show you around campus, Allegedly, somebody who looked like me took a kid on the tour campus and took her to a strip club that night. Somebody who, allegedly somebody who looked like me did that to try to get him to come to the school. Didn't work, but I tried my best. They do all type of stuff. They bring them around. They bring them around all the girls on campus. Like, look at the girls on campus. She cute, ain't she? Hey, do you like him? What you think of him? That type of thing. And some schools just go all like, look, these the ones who bought that on campus. We finna go over there. What you do is what you do. That type of thing.
Wow.
And the ones that are about that on campus recruit other ones that want to be about that on campus.
I don't know. I didn't go through that. I didn't get to go through all that.
No, I'm talking about the girls.
I'm just saying.
Because eventually they, graduate, hopefully.
I mean, but there's plenty of it.
Yeah, but if they don't know how to get in, if they're not in with the in crowd, they don't know how to get in to navigate to that.
Yeah, it's
there's some girls that's out there that's like willing, but they don't know how to get in with the in crowd to do it.
It's all in who you know. You're right.
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm taking the fifth on the times I might incriminate myself.
He was like, I was finding them. Come here.
I mean, it didn't take much. You guys, I heard you guys having a party this weekend. Yeah, we're having a party. Bring your friends.
A yacht party.
No.
I mean, this was out here allegedly. I didn't partake in that because I was too busy trying to, study and stay on my books and in my dorm.
Stay on his books. They was under his mattress.
What did you get a degree in?
I never graduated.
Me either. I went for 2 years and I didn't go back after I left. We had a hurricane coming. And I just was like, fuck it. I stayed in for the hurricane. It was like 3-4 days. The place was fucked up after, and I never went back.
Well, I have a computer science and database administration certificate.
Awesome.
Not a degree, but it's a certificate.
I got a facial certificate. That sounds horrible. But it's for facials, like,
okay. I was about to say, yo, you got a certificate for that? Yo, you are a legend. That is amazing.
Exactly. Yes, I got a certificate in that. I'm a professional, remember?
See, now he's as bad as me when I was laughing about the Cleveland Browns. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was absolutely ridiculous.
What, you don't like them?
No.
Are they bad or something?
This man wanted somebody to play with his butthole.
Allegedly.
And then he went, allegedly, and then he went to the Cleveland Browns. That's why I lost it.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, that was a little bit too on point for me.
True. That's true.
So bottom line is,
you got it together there,
Deshaun
Rod.
Watson allegedly is a sexual deviant and a nasty man. You should be ashamed of what you did to those regular, working women who just want to give you a massage and help you through the season. There's escorts out there who would have helped you out greatly. Talk to your teammates, because I'm pretty sure your teammates know.
Shame him for that, but don't kink shame him for what he likes.
I'm not kink shaming him. I'm saying if you have a kink, go about healthy ways to satisfy your kink. You have the money to do it. You have the means to do it.
And people who will be quiet about it, and you don't have to get them to sign an NDA.
I'm pretty sure there's tons of women who would have been happy to.
They'll still sign it, but I've never been asked to sign one, and I've been quiet.
Yeah, you've been very quiet. You told me a couple, and I was like, oh, I was a fan of his.
NBA players, NFL players, yep, singers, rappers, yep.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm not gonna say, but there was one name you told me about, and I can't listen to his music the same way anymore. And I see him pop up, and it's like, yo, you a wild man. It's the one you told me about would have his wife and her on the same floor, and that is extreme. I'm sorry, people. I can't say. I'm not going to say, but
yep, it was an NBA player that had his wife on the same exact floor, so he would just leave the room, tell her he's going to go work out, and then dip into another room. He said that's how he always did it, on the same floor. That way he can, boom, get out. And she never knew.
I've done some dirty things in my day.
She didn't care.
Yeah, really. I got the ring, bitches.
The money comes to me, so
Yeah,
hurt it if you want to.
I signed the checks.
Is there do you think most women who marry, I'm talking about who marry the NFL player after he's in the NFL, not the one who's like high school sweethearts, do you think there's a level of, look, I know on the road you might get tempted to do this thing and just
wrap it up. Yep.
Keep it safe and don't embarrass me, that type of thing.
Yep. That's their life. So a ton of them tell him that. They know that something's going on. That's so common.
I agree, but it could never be me.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard life.
That goes for athletes, musicians, actors, comedians, anybody that's got to be on the road a lot of the time.
Musicians, yeah, especially concert tours.
And musicians, well, athletes get it too, but musicians, can you imagine if anybody in BTS ever gets married?
Right?
Their wives are going to be like handcuffed to them on stage, because that's the only way they're going to keep women from throwing themselves at them. It's a great temptation.
It's very temptation, because
a man is as faithful as his options.
Yes.
And if he has lots of options, he gonna cheat a lot of times.
I say this a lot. When I played at a junior college, the stuff that was thrown at me was like, this is ridiculous. I barely start because I'm hurt, and this is what's coming at me. And I can only imagine what a D1 NFL prospect goes through in his DMs.
Yeah.
Women talk about my DMs in shambles because of me, and I'm like, I can only imagine what these players' DMs look like.
Yep.
Because of you, Marcy, my DMs look like a shambles.
I didn't your DMs.
I've been meaning to talk to you about
they DM you.
I got a DM today. Can I please send you some nudes? I was like, no.
What is going on? You need to come by with your phone. I need to look at your Twitter.
She's what's going on.
I don't get
I'll
nothing like
start
that.
forwarding them to you. I'll
Okay.
figure that out how to do that.
All right. Forward me the
But
messages.
it's like, and then I got one the other day. It was like, I like old men. I was like, might be old, but I'm not a man. I really wanted to answer that one and be
That's
like,
so
could you
funny.
go away, little girl?
It's so
But-
funny when you get like somebody who is a legit escort. Don't try to hide it or nothing. And they like followed by such and such rapper. I'm like, oh, Mr. Positive, you follow this escort, huh?
On my old Twitter, the first one, I had a lot of blue checks. And then it's funny when I have my second one, they haven't found me. So, or they just don't want to go through following it again.
Well, I will redirect them because there is one chick who sends me a picture of her without a bra every day.
Good Lord, what the hell?
It's funny because somebody we was just talking about, a tweet just came out about him. I'll show you after the show. You're gonna
Okay.
laugh. Well, it's about that time anyway. Because we have Marcy Diamond. You can find her on Twitter at Marcy Diamond 2. Why is it 2? Because it's her second Twitter. They banned the first one. You can also follow her on TikTok at Marcy Diamond. And check her website, www.pog.life. I am Roz Mix. You can find me on Twitter at Roz_Mix. My TikTok is also now Roz_Mix. And look for my YouTube. Just search YouTube for Roz Mix and find my channel. And we have Ken Shock at KenShock29 on Twitter. Stop DMing her. She's not interested in escorts. She just wants to be peace. She wants to talk about World of Warcraft and all that good stuff. She might like feet every once in a while. And any last what I just do? Any last words before we shut it down?
Nope.
Thanks for all the support, everybody. We're gonna try to do some more shows per week, just to talk to y'all, see how everybody's doing. We miss each other. We need to talk to each other more. So Thanks for all the love and support. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you like and share the streams and all that good stuff. And we will see you guys Thursday.
Bye.
Y'all have a good one.